Hello everyone, Elvian here, and we are back with Hunter x Hunter, Volume 14, Greed Island arc, is starting off strong. I like the start to Greed Island here. But first of all, elephant in the room, Kropika, why are you on this volume cover? You do not appear in this volume. Why is Blood here? Blood thinks he's in the arc. uh or in the volume at least. He's not in this volume. Not a single appearance. This is like clickbait, you know, before the internet was a thing. Oh man. I guess too, I should just draws what he wants, that's fine. But yeah, we get into Greed Island, and it's oh my god. Look. I am not the type of person who like going into Greed Island. When I first watched the arc. I first watched the arc in the OVA format. And then later in the manga and 2011 anime. Um, I think it's a lot easier to appreciate the arc if you do have a lot of gaming experience, with either MMORPGs or just MMOs or whatever, or just regular RPGs, because it oh man, it's really cool seeing all the different factions and how they play around the rules of the game to try to finish the game itself. It's really cool. And it's really interesting seeing how like the battle system within Greed Island. Because usually an anime, a battle shown in anime or manga, will have its own battle system, and it will carry that battle system through the entire manga once it. I mean, there might be different separate systems of power. How like One Piece has hockey and devil fruits, but they kind of exist at the same time. It's not like there's an arc where it's just hockey or an arc where it's just devil fruits. Um, but Hunter x Hunter here has an arc, Greed Island arc, where I mean, yeah, Nen is still technically the battle system, the power system, but like we also have the card system, and they coexist, yes. But a lot of it will just be how you interact with the cards, and it's just for this arc. Like after this, no one cares about no one cares about the cards, And yes, these are Nen cards. The Phantom Trope comes up in this volume, and they investigate things like how Kortubi's abilities interact with Nen cards. He has the ability to copy items, and how does Shizuku's ability to vacuum up non-Nen objects interact with everything. And they conclude that they the Greed Island is not a game. Well, it's not a video game. It's still a game, you know, but it's closer to how like football is a game, and or how like Pokemon like video game, but the like Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game is a game, rather than how like League of Legends is a game, Um, yeah, the cards in NPC cards are Nen cards, and the NPCs are like conjured um beings, but like buildings and stuff are real. Um, and yeah, that's how the and then they're on an island in the real world, and the Takashi left a note saying that it's about the size of Hokkaido, and that is insane how big Green Island is. I'm not sure if I ever properly appreciated how big Green Island is. Like, look, I mean, it's not like the biggest place ever, but like, it's pretty big. They're supposed to look it up. A similar sized U.S. state would be South Carolina. Yeah, they're they, they have a pretty large arena, for like a game. Um, and yeah, it's cool to think about how like Ging kind of made all of this just for Gone, to just play around with, or maybe not just for Gone, but like, maybe other people too, but large part for Gone. That's really cool. It does really show how like how Nen can be used, not just for battle. The other applications and then it's really cool. And I do think it's interesting when Gon declined to join this league, this like alliance that was proposed to them when they entered the game. That their goal, this alliance thing going on, their goal is to try to monopolize cards so that they can steal the rest of the cards that they need to complete the game. Because there's a new there's talk about a bomber going around, and they see a guy who was bombed, so they're like, okay, things are really heating up. Because this game, people have been playing Greed Island for like a decade now. So Gone and Killua, they're not starting a new game. They're heading into a game that has been going on for a while. They're newbies. They're vulnerable. So they kind of need help they can get. But Gone decides not to join up with this new alliance. Partially because they were talking about like the game as if it's like a game of slaughter, It's like the game's not designed in such a way that beating it's very hard to beat it. You basically have to have a team, and like I don't know, it's very easy to incentivize behavior that encourages PvP. Um, Although like directly it doesn't incentivize it, but there's like workarounds. So it's very interesting to see how that all plays out. And yes, this arc is where Takashi's kind of offset affectionately autism, or like gamer mode, the same thing, Look at these. These are 4 pages. 78, 79, 80, and 81. That's telling us the cards. Not all the cards. These are just um like not slot defined items. Um, like there's like held item. I don't even. I want to explain Great Island to you guys. You're probably already familiar with it. But there's like 100 cards you need to get to beat the game, and then there are a lot of other utility type cards that you can use to help you beat the game. And what's was listed there is just the utility type cards. Although there are cards within the first 100 that do have good utility. And there's also a lot more cards than that, like monster cards and stuff that we'll see a bit later. Yeah, those are the most like combat type cards. I believe they was listed. Um, some of the more crucial cards are there. Yeah, Gon and Killa, they entered a contest to get a card. It was a fairly rare one. They only give it out once a year to a contest winner, and they encounter some people who tried to steal it from them. But there's um clever tactics they managed to avoid getting it stolen. And then they get tailed by a mysterious girl. Whoa, she's so cute, but she also has a she's following them for some reason. Yeah, Biscuit. I like her. I think more so this time around when I'm reading the manga. Just seeing her get frustrated with Gone and Kill like they're like wasting their potential. It is kind of funny seeing uh Gone and Kill kind of like struggle fighting against monsters that like they should be able to battle more effectively. And also, it's funny seeing Gon get used to like RPG mechanics when he's not a gamer. He's never played a game like this before. Um, and like Killua trying to clue him in. Um, what's this? Yeah, there was a specific panel I want to see. Oh yeah, it was like early on in the volume. Um, like Killua was talking to Gon like this guy is an NPC. He's only programmed to give responses to like a limited number of questions, and it's like, okay, so we have to ask people like one by one, in order to get the information we need. It's like Gon's like, what? All that trouble? And Kill's like, yeah, all RPGs are like that. It's cute. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way when I played Pokemon for the first time. Like Jesus Christ. In your Gen 1. Yeah. It do be like that. Gone. Do be like that. But yeah, Gon and Killua have started another training arc. At the behest of Biscuit. She's really interested in these guys. Gon and Killua. Um, she. I don't know. Is she the cougar type? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Potentially. I think she just finds them cute. Okay. Um. But yeah, Biscuit. She's really strong. And yeah, Gone Kill. They've learned then, but they've not refined it. Very much. So what we're going to do using in their growing train against so far they started about training with like serial killer guy, and then like at the end of it they like let the serial killer go, which is interesting, kind of odd, but whatever you want to do to get them training in. Sure. I don't know. It's a bit weird. But yeah. Uh, I like man, I like a lot of the design of the game of Green Island. It is a lot of fun, I think. It can be a bit daunting because like there's a lot of cards you need to keep in mind, So a lot of times some like strategies people use might seem a bit odd, but yeah, I think if you keep the cards in mind, it could be fun. It's also weird seeing like Genthru out, when we know he's a bomber. Yeah, I think it'll get more interest. I think it'll get more interesting. I'll talk more about like, him and the Alliance thing later, but yeah. Um, yeah, good stuff, and I'm looking forward to rereading more Hunter x Hunter. See you guys next time. My pizza's done. Bye.